What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been kind of a slow week in terms of uploads, just been busy with stuff, and my work schedule's been a little bit different, but I got a really special one for you today. I know y'all weren't expecting this one. It's the WHAMMO special. Whammy! Whammo! Are you guys ready? Han, I know you've been asking for it. This is for you, baby. We got 3 teams today, 3 really good games, and a whole bunch of whammos. You guys are going to be I'm not gonna go in too deep into what's gonna be happening today, but you'll see what it is. And if you get sick of it, too bad, because here we are. Um, all right, for this first team, we have a D Spark, which I know you guys have not seen on ladder before. This guy actually has a little tiny bit more AP than D Flu, so I wanted to toss him in the first game. Then we got B Cub, the Goat, Smolder, a bunch of big hitters here. But yeah, let's just get into it. Hope everyone's doing all right. All right, let's get into the games here. First game, I believe we queue into Goblin, also known as Sammy. But whammo, whammo, whammo. We hit him with the final there. I know that the D-Spark can kind of just fight the Skeleon lead because I got high ED and high PA, and this is a pretty good matchup for me given I have a D and he's running some 4 Lightning, probably a response to the Void Windy stuff. Whammo, whammo, whammo. D-Wick doing like 57, 58 damage here with final, which is just massive against this defensive Skelly. Basically almost fully trading it. Whammo, whammo, whammo. We get it down to 12 HP, which is just huge. And gonna put us in a position to kill with the B Cub. And then just continue. I really don't see a point to switch in this. It's a fully neutral matchup. Luckily, the Nero is faster, I believe, or slower. Whammo! 86. Basically just gonna hit this Nero because I know I can pretty much trade it since I'm 3 PD. Nero doesn't have the highest AP, and he's not running scales, so this is a decent trade for me. And since I know Sammy typically runs fast G Kilo, I know that I can get a speed reset since I run slow Smolder. Whammo! 89 damage to kill off the Nero there. Get cooked. He's going to finish me off with a voltage and then hit me with a final. And because I see he's running shield and I know G Kilo is only 3 HP, 3 PD, I know I can get off an orbital annihilation here and just do a massive amount of damage. Whammo! 71 plus 13 is going to be 84 more damage there. Almost take this thing down to half. I think he was debating to confuse there. He probably needed it, to be honest, but we get this Kilo down to 65 HP in just 2 hits, and now I basically have a free switch. Because I know he either has to negate here and then negate again, or, you know, do something of that sort. So, we just come in, we go for an emboldening, because I don't want to take any bleed chip, along with Wicked Blow. Dot. Whammo! 49 there on the G Kilo. Easy work. He's going to go for that. I know I can kill with a claw here and be in a decent position. I believe I'm faster too, so I actually get a Wicked Blow off to start the interaction, which is not bad here considering he's going to have to... I don't think he does negate. I think he just... Whammo! He just goes for the Thrash. Whammo! And we are just whammoing him down, and I basically see with the line at this point that because I was able to get essentially 150 damage plus a landslide off, even though he's going to reset here, Smolder has enough HP to get one more whammo off to finish off the GOAT, Sammy. Whammo! GG's to my fellow brother at TW. Love seeing the innovative team building to respond to all the win dominance lately. We got another whammo squad here, this time with Pimpar, Gravy, Rexy, and D Eggy. Kind of a recent demon that's been buffed a couple patches ago. We're running into kind of a Miguel style comp. This one I was kind of misplayed this game a little bit. I end up going Rexy here, and I think they go to the narrow, and I end up fighting, thinking that maybe I can take the 1v1, but it was a bad play, and ultimately kind of puts me in an awkward position, but it does work out in the end. I see the Confuse Immune here, and I'm like, okay, they're a little bit less HP, a little bit less than that, so I kind of decide to just fight, which is an interesting play. I think the better play is just to keep switching a little bit, but really I did not want to take a double turn on the Degi potentially from the narrow. So I like to just fight with the Rexy here. Luckily, I do have the foresight to kind of switch here because I understand that I'm in a two-shot range to the Nero now. So I end up going back to the Degi, and looking at the matchup, I realized that I'm probably going to have to fight the alley with Degi because the switch game is not really in my favor. So we come in with a big double whammo on the alley here. As you can see, I'm kind of thinking here a little bit, but whammo, whammo! We do 63 there on the alley. Not bad at all. They end up doing 79 after the blue, which is not a bad trade considering it's an earth versus a wind here. But we go for another whammo, whammo! 62 more damage. And then I elect to switch yet again here, I believe. I think I just go back to the Rexy if I, yes. And then it does 57. Not quite enough to kill there, unfortunately. But we're just going to go for a little destruction here. And if I'm correct, I believe they switched to the Beldame. Which sets me up for a, the bad player, I should have switched, but we end up going for a whammo! 43 through the block. But like I said, probably smarter to go to Gravy or Degi here, but I was kind of just tunnel visioning the matchup and hitting because, you know, I'm running all these PA crits, and I was like, why hit when I have whammos to throw off? I mean, why switch when I have whammos to throw off? You know what I'm saying? Like, so we just go for another whammo. Not doing a ton through the block, and they have a Narrows orb randomly for some extra PD, but does end up 1v1 in the Bakiyaga here. Whammo! Not end up having enough to beat the Owly though. 43. Kind of a silly play on my part to 1v1 with the Pinplar there versus the Beldame, but it ends up working out luckily. Just because of the pure whammo destruction. The power of whammo, man. I mean, like, what can I really say? They're gonna get a whammo off of their own. When we go for a whammo, 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 whammo. The quintuple whammo. You know how Gravy does. They end up having a sleep immune, so I'm not able to lunar low here, but we are able to get 2 finals and a destruction off, which should put it in a good range to get killed by the Degi. Whammo, 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 whammo. One more of those just for your face. He's going to take me down, and luckily I'm faster here. If not, I was lost. Obviously, he's not minus speed. Whammo, whammo, and we don't miss, so we get a clean game too. Not very clean, actually, but it ends up working out. This final game here, we're playing the classic Taganouchi comp that he was advertising recently. Pretty cool team. We go for a whammo, 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 whammo. Was that 7? I have no idea. You tell me. He's going to trap me into the CAD here. I'm just going to fight. Obviously, I have no choice. 4-turn paralyze. Going to do over half with the Sugar Rush here. We're going to go for a whammo, 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 whammo. Whammo? 7? I don't know. They get a 1-on-1 sleep, of course, because Element is a 1-on-1 magnet. Why wouldn't they, really? It's not a true whammo video without a confuse. Whammo, 35 AP from the Flurfy here. 35 AP, 90% accuracy final. 90% accuracy final here. Kind of a cool common, and that would be a cool feature on this kind of fire cover whammo team I built. 3 fire with the common nature here. I do switch on the Slith here with my light lava because I have a decent bonus on it, and if I'm slower, then the matchup becomes a lot easier for me, and luckily that is the case. So, if I remember correctly, I think they go back to the Fangly. Perfect entrance for the Smolder here. I think they're actually going to fight this, and you're about to see a Smolder destruction. This Smolderfly absolutely just delete some crits here. So we're going to take a double term on the slid. Whammo! Hit it for 80, plus a destruction. This thing is below half now. And kind of a perfect amount of health to kill. Or no, I do go for the obvious fire water to prevent a CAD snipe. Need to keep this thing healthy. Gonna get it down to 26 HP, and luckily we're gonna hit a really nice range here with the bash and do exactly 26. And they're gonna negate, which means we get another orbital. Whammo! 75. Another massive hit, and we're actually gonna get another destruction, which means this Blob Roller's also been taken down to half. So we just killed literally 1.5 crits with Smolder Fry. No problem. Come in with the Flurfy. Hit him with a whammo! 49 damage. 35 AP on a common. What are we doing here? Obviously 90% accurate, but this thing is kind of cool. Kind of a slept-on common. Obviously, you've never seen this on ladder. This is the first footage you've ever seen of this thing, but it's actually about to put in some work here against this Fangly as well. Whammo does 52 to an idle Fangly. That's pretty decent damage. Go for a little Mother Nature. Whammo, 48. Putting in really great damage here. And Unix here, as you see, is going to go for a risky play here. And go for a cheeky confuse. Going for a 2-2 right there. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But that's alright. We're going to get our negate off for free. And then they're going to come in and go for another confuse, because obviously they have no choice. They'll get it. They get the 2-3. But it's going to be too little too late, as we're in a prime position to get one final whammo for your people. Whammo, 75 plus 18. That's 93 damage. And that's the video, folks. I hope you had a lot of fun with me here today. If we can get 30 likes on this video, I'll come through with a part 2. Maybe we'll use Felis. Maybe we'll use Slothra. Is that the name of it? What is it? I don't know. There's another common 5x5 PA with 35 AP final. We'll use that. We'll use Felis. I don't know if there's any other whammo crits. If you guys want to look through the Miscrepedia for me and, check it out, please do so. This was Element, and whammo, baby. Have a good day, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe for more content like this, and have a nice day. Peace out.